something heavy in there, but I don't give a damn. Welcome back, Mrs. Hassa, Mrs. Claire.
Thank you.
It's nice to see the two of you again. So today we're going to be talking about the corporate bailout of the automobile industry. So if you don't know what that is, here's a little information. In a study in 2014, the U.S. economy said that the United States spent $80 billion.
You're kidding.
I know.
Would you like some frosted flakes?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I have Pringles. On,
Would you like some frosted flakes?
yeah, I would. $80 billion on the corporate bailout.
You're kidding.
Yep. And in the end, the total loss was $17.2 billion. So it's not that bad.
Is it really not that bad?
350 billion people. I mean, come on. New York State charged... No. The country... Yeah, New York State, one of the people who ran it charged $4 billion. Like $25 per person.
Practically nothing.
Practically nothing.
Well, I don't have $25 in my wallet.
We live in Westchester. We can deal.
That's true.
These are good. So, what are your views on the corporate bailout of the automobile industry?
Hold this, will you? Well, I am against the corporate bailout.
Just
You just
I was trying to do a one take.
I wanted to eat those!
Ladies, continue.
I wanted to eat those!
Ladies,
Continue.
Okay,
This
fine.
is a friendly
I
discussion.
will look over your faux pas.
I was shocked.
I will look over your faux pas. I am against the corporate bailout of the automotive industry.
Are you now?
It is un-American! If a company thinks that it can just run around and make bad business decisions and, oh, the government will just bail us out like they did with the other
The
ones,
government has a right to, and the company has a right to desire it.
if a bunch of corporations come up and say, hey, we're all going to make bad business decisions
How
because
do you know that will happen?
that's moral hazard, that's the risk it could happen, all right?
Moral hazard is theoretical.
If John goes and steals a cookie from the cookie drawer and his mom doesn't punish
Who has
him,
a cookie drawer? I do.
cookie jar, and his mom doesn't punish him, what's going to stop from his little brother from going and steal a cookie? Or you from stealing a cookie? Or me from stealing a cookie?
Our
If-
moral integrity.
What if you don't have moral integrity? Okay, do you know those large corporations? They have no moral
I
integrity.
have a sister.
The government can deny paying them out.
But the precedent has been set.
But we need
Once
these cars.
the precedent,
We need these
there
jobs.
are other companies. There are other.
Well,
other
I am
companies.
for the corporate bailout of America.
Well, I am against the corporate bailout of America.
I mean the automotive industry.
I am against it. It is un-American. And look at the goddamn camera.
But now let me ask you two a question.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Mrs. Hassa,
Yes.
if you think about it this way, yes, it's probably wrong to bail them out.
True.
And actually, I read this. Ford was the only company never bailed out by the United States. That was
Okay.
slightly false. The reason why is because, Ford is the first American car company, and they were smart, and they saved up a lot of money for when they knew, for basically a rainy day.
Exactly, and they knew that they shouldn't make a risky investment, which is capitalism. If you make a risky investment, it is your responsibility to
Are
deal
you
with the
saying the government
consequences.
has no responsibility in the affairs of large corporations that in some ways finance the government with their tax revenue alone?
I'm not saying that has no responsibility, but if a company is failing because they made a risky investment, it's their own damn fault.
Well, what about
That
the
is.
Let me ask you something, Ms. Latassa. What kind of car do you drive?
I drive a Mercury Sable.
American car.
Yes.
Okay, you would still have that car, but many people like you wouldn't. Imagine if that car...
Then they would have different cars that were
Inferior cars!
How do you know they're inferior? My car is inferior. My car is fucking awesome.
Okay, let's get back to the topic. Let me ask you a question. What about the jobs? Many companies have thousands of workers. Say GM went out of business. That's thousands of people out of a job. And that's
Well-
also dozens of smaller companies that require the larger companies for their products.
However, we do not know what would have happened because we did bail them out. If we didn't bail them out, let's say the company would have gone under. If the economy would have gone down. But as always, the economy would have gone back up. A larger corporation could have risen up with more jobs for the unemployed Americans today. You have no idea what could happen. 1,000 tiny companies could have risen up and formed another big company. Or just 1,000 tiny companies by themselves. It could have brought more jobs than there are today for the unemployed Americans today. You have no idea what could have happened.
So let me ask this. What about the monopoly? Say we didn't bail out all the other companies. They all would have gone bankrupt. Ford would have been the only survivor, leading them to be the largest car company in America for a short period of time.
Yes, I know. But other car companies would have risen up. If those companies had been allowed to fall, like their bad business decision should have let them fall, then other companies smaller companies would have a chance to rise.
How do you
up.
know?
How? Because
You're
that's what.
saying not to put faith in big companies, but you're saying to put faith in.
I'm not
companies?
saying not to put faith. I'm not saying not to put faith in big companies.
You're saying not to put investments into them.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying not to bail them out when they make a bad business decision.
Miss Latassa, by buying a car, aren't you making an investment? America wants to make an investment in cars. Why should you stop them?
I'm not saying not making investments. Are you listening to me? I'm saying that if they make a bad business decision and they're going bankrupt, the government should not give them billions of dollars to fix themselves. They made a bad decision. It's their own damn fault. If I go out and murder someone, it's my fault. I get to go to jail.
But thousands of jobs would be lost.
And other jobs would have risen up. That is America. That is capitalism. That is the economy. It is a constant wavelength of the economy going
But
down
the economy would
and
fall.
up and up. And it would have risen right back up because that's what the economy
Depression.
is. The Depression already happened in the 1930s. In 2008, the economy goes down and it goes back up. And then it goes down and then it goes up.
Mr. Welch, any thoughts?
I'm sorry, I must stay neutral on this subject. I am merely a commentator and an asker of questions. I cannot have an opinion.
The economy would have gone back up and back down. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do, but I disagree. I am for the corporate bailout!
Do you have another reason, or are you just saying that?
I'm saying it because it's correct.
May I also remind you that the majority of American companies are actually no longer existent. The three major, actually, I think there are only two American companies, Ford and GM, because I believe Chrysler was bought out by Fiat. No, Chrysler was bought out by GM. Chevy was bought by Fiat.
That loss of superior engineering because we didn't bail them out.
May I also
That's
add-
not what happened at all. You are a moron.
No, I'm assuming.
You're a moron,
I don't
and
know
you do
much
not
about
make.
this.
I realize.
Are we still
Go
even
on,
doing
Mr.
this?
Go on, John. Go on.
Well, I don't really know what else to say.
Well, then I think we're done.
Corporate bailout!
America!
Capitalism! Okay, we're done. Just go over that.